Raise your hand if you went to take a quick nap and you woke up 3 hours later. Hello, he's doing another movie review. Because I think, look, I'm just going to come right out the gate and say it. I think this movie's getting overhated. I guess I should tell you that we're talking about Supergirl, if that wasn't already apparent. I liked it. I had a fun time with it. Let's start with performances. Millie Alcock, she was awesome. She was a great Supergirl. I'm glad she was able to pull it off, because a lot of times when people try to pull off the, cool guy, I don't give an F, like, character, it's usually very cringe. A lot of times it's like Disney Channel acting where they're like, yeah, whatever, whizbag. It's like, ugh. No, I think she did great. She was like cool and like a likable cool. There might have been one or two lines that I was kind of like, ugh. But this is my first thing I've ever seen her in. I know she was in House of the Dragon. I never watched it. We're gonna do some spoilers in this one, by the way, because I don't want to be careful talking about it. There's a part in the movie where she's talking about, her life that she used to have on Krypton and everything, and she just plays the grief very well. She plays like happy-go-lucky very well. She plays like hungover very well. Her performance is very believable the entire time. There's never a time that I'm watching her, I'm like, oh, she's acting. You know what I mean? Oh, what's her name? The little girl that's with her. I should have done this beforehand. I'm so sorry. This is very disrespectful. Eva Ridley. Yes, Eva Ridley. She plays Ruthie. She was fine. I'm not going to hate on her. I'm not hating on her. She's a child actress. I'm not hating on her. Her accent, I don't know if that's like her natural accent. Her accent seemed like she was putting on an accent, which if that is her natural accent, then that's very funny. It was just so posh, which like is fine, but like when it's on a kid actor, it seems like they're putting it on. I think she did good, like in emotional scenes and stuff. She did fine. I think her character really suffered from the writing more than anything. She just didn't do anything this whole movie. Also, I'm kind of getting tired of the movie trope of tough, gruff, doesn't care about anything person meets young child that changes their heart through their journey. I'm getting sick of it. It's getting so boring. But yeah, her character just doesn't really do anything all movie. Her character follows Supergirl around, and Supergirl is like, hey, stay here because this is dangerous, and then she leaves, and then the girl doesn't listen to her, goes and does something very dangerous, almost gets killed. Supergirl comes in and saves her. Why didn't you listen to me? I had to. That happens 8 different times throughout the movie. Genuinely, I really can't. I think she kicks a guy at the end, but I really can't think of anything else that she does in the movie. There is a scene in like a jail cell where she like beat up a guy, but it just didn't seem believable because he was 500 feet tall, and this little girl who like literally did nothing else the entire movie, all of a sudden she's able to choke him out. I don't know. I'm not dogging on her. I'm more so dogging on the writing of her character. The villain was somewhat interesting. His name was Cream or Creme or something. I don't know. He was fine. It got really dark in some places because they were like running a ring of like a child wife ring, if you know what I mean, where they just like kidnapped these kids on these planets and would just drop them on this planet of all males. And the guys would just kind of take them. And it was like, whoa. Like, I was like, that's crazy to have in like a superhero movie. I kind of respect them for going with something like that kind of dark. Because then it really made me want to be like, you know what, Supergirl? Kill this guy. This guy sucks. Kill this intergalactic Jeffrey Epstein. I'm trying to think if there's anything memorable about him. He was like eating the entire time. He was trying to pull a Brad Pitt and like eat in every scene. And it's like... okay. His performance was good. Don't get me wrong, his performance was very well. It was just that the character was kind of, there wasn't a lot to him. He was just kind of evil for the sake of being evil. Jason Momoa's Lobo, very fun. absolutely pointless. He helps fight a little bit, but other than that, you know what? Whatever. He was fun. He was a fun character in the movie. He was funny. There was one part where I thought he said he was on his motorcycle. This is going to be a little crass, a little crude. He was on his motorcycle, and I thought he said to Supergirl, I thought he said, "All right, see ya, tits."
See ya, tits.
But apparently he said, "See ya, dits." D-I-T-Z. I thought he said, "See ya, tits." Because there's like explosions and music and stuff going on, and he says it very quickly. "See ya, dits." That sounds like, you know, I don't think I was the only one who thought that, because I saw a Reddit thread of people being like, did he say that? Lobo was fun. There wasn't much to him, but also he was a side character, so I don't really care. All the side characters were very kind of one-dimensional, nothing too special. But I thought the character of Supergirl was well-rounded and interesting. You know what? It's her movie, so good. The fights in general were cool. I thought everything with the CGI looked good.
I am editing right now. I did want to add, they did have a lot of practical, like, masks and makeup for, like, the aliens and stuff. I really liked that. So now you know that I liked that. Yeah, they just looked great having, like, practical, you know, alien faces and stuff. You know what I mean? So James Gunn, if you're listening to me, keep doing that, because I like it. Thank you.
It very much had the feeling of Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, like, the fights were cool. It got a little repetitive, because kind of multiple times it would be like, Supergirl's in a situation right now where she doesn't have her powers, and she's getting beat up real bad. But, oops, right at the end of the fight, now she's in the yellow sun. Now you guys are going to get it. And that happens like 3 or 4 times in the movie. And it's kind of like, okay. Well, there was one fight scene on this like space bus where they're like teleporting while they're fighting, and the teleporting is kind of like it's like a glitching effect. It looked cool and it was cool in theory. It was kind of hard to follow what was going on. I will say at the end though, in like the final fight, when she gets her powers back, in that part I genuinely was like, dude, they're about to get messed up. Oh, David Cornsweet. God, I love David Cornsweet. I love this Superman. I love him. I love that he's like dorky. He's very kind and sweet. I just love him. And when I saw him come in on the movie, I was like, oh my god, he's the best. I can't wait to see more. He's in it a couple times. He like tries to video call with her, and then there's like a flashback of her first arriving to Earth, meeting him. And then at the end, they're talking together. And I just love him. And they have good chemistry together, I think. Yeah, I just love David Cornsweet as Superman. I think it's very good. I can't wait to see more. Speaking of flashback, you do see more of Krypton in this universe. I like this Krypton. Usually when you see Krypton, like when we saw Krypton in Christopher Reeve's universe, it's like all white and sterile and crystals, and like that's cool and everything, but it's like not, I don't know, it's not believable, you know? And like I can't see how someone can live in that scenario. Same thing with Henry Cavill's Superman. Their Krypton was like dirt and monsters flying around and stuff, and you don't see how someone can live there, you know? It's like, what jobs do you have? Shoveling dirt? Are you either a soldier or like part of the government in this scenario? Like, it doesn't look like you can like work at a Starbucks in this world, you know what I mean? But then the Krypton for this universe, it's believable. I can see a society living. It's beautiful and it's reminiscent of Earth, but definitely different, definitely more like a utopia, which I liked. Something I did think about is, with a Krypton that looks like that, why does his Fortress of Solitude look like how Christopher Reeve's Fortress of Solitude looks like if David Cornsweet's Krypton wasn't like a crystal Krypton? Does that make sense? I don't see the connection there. If David Cornsweet's Krypton looks like this, then shouldn't it be more like a treehouse or something? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's nitpicky, but I was just thinking about that. Loved seeing more of Crypto. Genuinely, I thought they might kill Crypto. This seems like the kind of universe that would do that. So I was actually a little bit worried. I wish she was in the costume more. I don't like this thing that superhero movies do sometimes where it's like you don't see them in their costume until the final battle when they feel they've earned it or something like that. I don't know. Put her in the costume. The costume is gorgeous. Look at this costume. That is a beautiful costume. And you're going to tell me that we're only going to see it for like the last 5 minutes of the movie? You're unbelievable. I'm excited to see more of the costume, definitely. A criticism that I've been seeing a lot that I don't understand is people being like, well, it's not a faithful adaptation of the comic. When have we ever had a faithful adaptation of a comic in a movie? When has that ever happened? You're telling me Civil War was a faithful adaptation of the Civil War comic? What are you talking about? I don't understand that. That's like people's main criticism, is that it's not a faithful adaptation. Guess what? We've never had a faithful adaptation of a comic. Why is it like an issue now? I've never read the comic. I don't know much about Supergirl, by the way. I know she's his cousin. I know she came to Earth later than he did. You know, I know the basics of Supergirl. I've never like read a Supergirl comic. I've never read Woman of Tomorrow that this is based on. I don't care that it's not like a faithful adaptation because we've never had that. And I'm sorry, but this movie was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. It was funny, you know, it was interesting, cool to look at in parts. There are some parts where it's like kind of grimy and gray looking, and I wish they livened up the colors a bit, but I don't know. I just think that that is an issue that people are throwing onto the movie to make it seem like that the movie's bad, when it's not that big of an issue because it's never been an issue before. Or like it has been an issue before, but like why does it matter so much now? Overall, it was just a fun movie. It was a fun movie to go see. Marvel's consistently been putting on crap. I'm fine with this movie because it's good. It wasn't groundbreaking or anything, and it has its flaws, but I don't think it's deserving the hate that it's getting right now online. If you're a Zack Snyder fan and you want the Zack Snyder universe back, it's never coming back. Also, it sucked, and your opinion's wrong. Enjoy this because James Gunn is trying to make a fresh new universe that's like enjoyable and fun, and that's more like true to the characters. So enjoy it, dude. Yeah, go see it. It's a fun movie. Go see it. Go get that weird cup. I almost got the weird cup. Yeah, that's kind of all I can think of right now. I think that's all I got. I think that's kind of everything that's coming to mind. If you want more movie reviews, let me know, and I'll do more movie reviews. This one was a little bit more structured. I had bullet points that I wanted to talk about, as opposed to my Project Hail Mary movie review, where I was literally just going stream of consciousness. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.